Ah. Hi. How is everybody today? Sorry, just getting set up still. Oh, so about Trump's press conference, I thought that was pretty great. There we go. Ah. Brown hair is back. I'm really happy. I feel back to normal. Good evening, everyone. How's Ingrid? Oh, Trump's press conference. It was so funny. So I've watched a little bit of it on Tucker Carlson because he's probably one of my favorite people. I love Tucker. He makes me laugh. He's absolutely hilarious. And it was great, but it wasn't Tucker this time. Somebody was replacing him. I don't remember his name. All I know is that Tucker's not here this week. And that's okay. And then, so I watched a little bit of it. I didn't watch the whole thing, but it was funny. He did make you laugh a few times because a lot of the things. And then when he was answering questions, I loved how he made the mistake about the Electoral College, which everybody's flipping out about. Absolutely no reason. Don't freak out about it. It's because he got the information. Actually, no, that was really dumb. I didn't mind too much the way he talked about. I think his name is Alex, the new person that was the new head of the department or whatever. I don't know. Facts and logic. Yeah, exactly. They've been replaced by entertainment. It was funny, he kept the audience going. It was great. He answered questions from people, and I thought that was wonderful. I didn't see a lot of people criticizing while they were asking questions too much, except for the one where he's just like, well, how did you mess up on the Electoral College? Because, like Obama got this many and then Bush got this many, and it was pretty funny. Trump claimed that he got the largest Electoral College since Reagan, which is unfactual. Though I do get where they could mistake that, because I remember reviewing all the Electoral Colleges back to Reagan, at least the maps, and the maps were very similar. If you check out Reagan's, I think second Electoral College map, it was very, very similar to Donald Trump's map this time. And you don't see that a lot usually, unless it's usually the second time running. So the fact that he got Wisconsin and Michigan is huge. Mainly Democratic states. His press conference, I didn't really understand why, but I can tell he misses having rallies and stuff like that. You can tell that he misses it. His brain is just going 100,000 miles an hour, and he's trying to keep up with everything and tell everybody everything. I was very entertained by it. What was the other thing? I love listening to Bill O'Reilly about it. That was one thing. Bill O'Reilly always has something catchy to say. Of course, everybody's going to say he's unhinged, and which he isn't. Hi. I don't think he's unhinged. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant, is like the Electoral College map was super similar. I mean, usually it's the second time running that the Electoral College map is so red or so blue, except for like Obama's. Obama's was completely blue. There was another time where it was like literally, except for like Arizona and Texas. No, it wasn't even Texas. It was completely blue once, and it was kind of insane. But I like to look at those maps. So if you ever have time, that's very interesting to look up the maps and see what the different maps are, and do your predictions and things like that. Not that it matters. I don't think any Democrat should be running against Donald Trump in 2020. I think or even any Republicans, it will be a waste of money. Donald Trump is not even accepting a payment, and he's still making money. So I think we're going to be fine. I am a little... Hi, I'm wearing your shirt. Nathan, what was it? Nathan Band, no, Nathan, I can't, Nathan Dean and the Damn Band. Nathan Dean and the Damn Band. Sorry, I can't read it very well. And I was hoping to have a reference on the shirt. Nathan Dean and the Damn Band. I'm very interested in like how things will progress. I don't see that it happening very often where Trump's going to get a lot of praise, except for from his voters. And I didn't think he deserved a lot of praise. I mean, he did great, but the fact that he messed up on that one thing killed it, everything. Nathan Dean and Damn Band, yeah. And Republicans have been questioning Trump. I mean, I've been questioning Trump. I don't want the stupid wall. I haven't wanted that. The stock market has been fantastic, and Trump even mentioned that the stock market's been fantastic, and everybody's investing. Yeah, that's true. Obama 2008 was pretty huge. I thought that was insane. Like I said, they don't usually first time running. It's almost 50-50, and then the second time running is like unanimous for that person for the most part. They're a rock band, and they play in Phoenix often. They're fantastic, Sergio. You should listen to them. He sends me videos. Bill Bogan, if you add him, he'll probably send you a request to like their page. Yeah, awesome. I can't wait to see them. I haven't got to see them live yet, so it's just because I'm in Tucson all the time. I think that was about it. I mean, I did laugh about, what was it? The Flynn thing. Everybody's like excited about the Flynn getting fired, not really fired, are the same people who didn't see a problem with Bill Clinton meeting with Loretta Lynch when Hillary was on trial. Like, what? And I thought that was a little annoying. Everybody's been hypocrites for the most part. That's how I've been thinking about McCain and a lot of people. I want them to be more relaxed and actually like see the problems that are actual like problems or concerns. Like, who cares who won the Electoral College and how it happened? Like, Trump can be cocky. He kind of is. And he can take claim for whatever he's got because, like, he won. It doesn't matter how he won or how many electoral. It doesn't matter. Nor does it matter if it was the closest thing to anything before. And he did. He gave it to CNN. I listened to that entirely because it was, it's funny. He's like, well, maybe it's not you, but maybe it's, that whole entire thing. I see so much hate and so much blah, blah, blah. And they just can't think rationally. And I thought that was crazy. It was nice to see like Donald Trump hit CNN harder than he did before. And I mean, it was pretty epic that one time when he's like, you're fake news. I'm not answering you. You're fake news. And I mean, that was pretty great. I don't think the press conference was super necessary. I mean, it was nice to hear from him since we hadn't in a while, but I feel like, yeah, exactly. No more fake news. I didn't watch the whole, I watched the whole part on the CNN, but I didn't watch the whole thing. It was amazing. I love it when Donald Trump's like hitting people. He's like, what? Like, why am I even watching this? He even said he stopped watching CNN because of how it was. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, Obama was the one who said that, like, well, the Republicans can join us, but they have to sit in the back. He also said something about when he was campaigning for Hillary that, what was it? Oh, yeah, sorry, I was late. I was just making jokes that white people can't make. And we're getting mad at Trump for misquoting the Electoral College. I don't know. It's whatever. It's just it's just not important. The matters at hand are important where it comes to immigration or the economy. He hasn't even put it in his tax plan entirely yet. And not to mention the fact that he hasn't fully finished all of, what was the rest of it? So immigration, tax plan, healthcare, we haven't even done that. I know I read on Breitbart that Rand Paul walked out on Ryan today, which made me laugh. I'm okay with that. I like Rand, so I love Paul Ryan, but like, Rand is, he kind of wins my heart. Yeah. Rand makes me laugh, and I think he has a great libertarian aspect to see both sides and kind of like feel everybody out to understand the key issues that Democrats find that are important, but also keep the minds of like Republicans on paper. And Rand is going to do that. And he's always going to be the one that is, the brain, the one that's like balanced on everything. And I think that's what fantastic. I mean, everybody's been complaining on the left about how exactly Rand is standing up for the healthcare, about Paul Ryan trying to raise more, more taxes on all of us. And I like Rand. So Paul Ryan shouldn't be trying to raise more taxes on us. That's the entire reason why we voted Republican, is so that we don't have as high taxes. Like, that was the entire reason. So for them to try to like implement more taxes on us, even without even a tax plan in place, it's just no. Yeah, I hope Rand Care works out. I would love for Rand Care, and I would love it if the Republicans didn't just ignore him because he's Rand Paul. Like, Rand Paul, he deserves it. He deserves the recognition. He has been fantastic. Despite the fact that he votes Republican all the time, Republicans still tend to ignore him, and it's not really awesome. Thomas Massey's, that's fantastic. Cutting down government is exactly what we should be doing. I remember making the post. The Libertarian Caucus made the post too. And also in a bunch of libertarian groups and unpopular opinions. Different groups all were joking around about how, if you were, like, what was it? About Betsy DeVos. Everybody's flipping out about Betsy DeVos. And, well, if we didn't have a Department of Education, it wouldn't be a problem, right? I don't know. It just makes me think of the episode of Shameless where... It's the latest season 7, and I don't remember exactly what episode, but it's basically where the public school gets shut down, and so Frank and his little son Liam go to the little private school and start complaining, and he leaves them at the public school where there's a bunch of people like beating him up, and then he goes to the private school to like complain about how they took all the money and, there's no everything else. And it's true. If there was more, get rid of the DOE, or at least give us a choice. At least give us the opportunity to not have to choose a school within our district. I'd love to live in town and still send Willow out to this school. I love this school. They're fantastic. They teach Willow everything. They keep in touch. I talk to her teachers every week. And whenever I go there, she's always doing something fun and interesting, but like learning. She always comes back to home telling me about how she learned reading and math and everything. And not to mention, I went to the school, so I love it. I hope that they take people's words and take them to heart when it comes to Rand's healthcare plan, because it's getting a little annoying that he gets constantly annoyed. If you can hear that, that's my cat. She's insisting to come up here. She'll come hang out. Come on. Come on, mamas. This is Mama Cat. She gets mad if I don't let her up. Indiana House GOP is raising taxes on fuel for roads. My roads! My roads! That's funny. No, the roads are... I feel like the roads should go back to being... privately owned. Why? I don't want to pay like massive, but if we could all donate and put money towards our roads, that would be fantastic, and it wouldn't be government funded, and therefore putting random turnarounds places that we don't need, and that's really annoying. I think that, like, why? Like, she loves to be pet. Oh, mamas. Her name is Mama Cat. This is Mama's. Mamas. Hi. Yeah, she's a good cat. The roads are terrible here, too, so I feel you, dude. Like, the reason why our roads are terrible, though, it's not because the government isn't trying. It's it's because we're trying to put concrete on sand. Mama Cat, can you not make this difficult? Okay. We're trying to put concrete on sand, and so we get a bunch of potholes and stuff like that where the sand has dipped in, and, yeah. And... this cat, man, it's not for lack of funding. It's because of our we try to put stuff on on the on sand, and putting concrete on sand isn't going to work very well because it's going to fall apart eventually. And look at all the hair. You can't see the hair, I don't think, but I can feel it. Yeah, the roads in Phoenix aren't bad, but Phoenix sucks because it's so overpopulated, one, and then two, there is so much, what do you call it? They have regulations on littering, and it doesn't work. Littering is just disgusting, and there's so much litter all across Phoenix. It's disgusting. I hate Phoenix. The only thing I miss about Phoenix is the fact that I could go to the pool every single day. Everything else about Phoenix was annoying. I did like the mountains. I mean, but I have the mountains here. They're much prettier. 15 cents to each dollar? What? That's a crazy amount. Yeah, Mama Cat does like to steal a show. She's very pretty, so I mean, it works for her. She's a very pretty kitty. She hasn't been feeling very good. She puked today. Yeah, no, she definitely makes my heart feel better. She saved my life, I think. William, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. I mean, I've been all over Phoenix. It's really disgusting. And, like, Tucson has its places where it's not great, but for the most part, because we have so many, like, activists and environmentalists and hippies, it's really clean. And I think the worst you'll find is, like, a roach. She's adventuring. That's true. Tucson mountains are 10 times better. I love Oro Valley. I love the Catalina Mountains out here. I love Kip Peak. You know, we have the amazing astronomy center and everything. And I don't know. I just love Tucson. I think I'll never leave. I think Tucson's my favorite place in the world. My nose is getting stuffed up. Apparently I'm allergic to her. With all her hair going everywhere. Yeah, blonde hair's gone. Yay! It's brown again. I'm so happy to be back to normal. I've been missing it. I'll probably dye it one more time, but it looks kind of like it was before. Yeah, I actually, Greg posted it about the before and after, where it was like really pretty with the DePaul, where the land was, and then it's covered in trash. Like, you guys are so worried about the environment and the freaking pole and everything. And then you guys leave a bunch of trash. What is the point? Yeah, but Tucson's just gonna be prettier, guys, okay? I know you guys want to, like, say how awesome Phoenix is, but Tucson is where it's at. Tucson is, like, a hippie city with, like, nice people, great, like, food all the time, no matter where you go, especially local artists. Every single place downtown has, like, local painters, paintings. We're a big supporter of local music. I love it. I would love if John McCain would retire. I wanted Dr. Kelly Ward. Yes, she dropped out before the primaries, so I didn't even bother voting for her in the primaries. I just voted for McCain. But I would love if McCain were to retire. He's a definite hypocrite. I don't know. He's far more liberal than, like, expected. Yeah, because a Tea Party rally would be clean. We actually care about our environment. We don't, like, protest about the environment because we don't want to waste more paper. Great fried food? Like, of course it does. Fried food, we're like 40, 70 miles from the border, and we get, like, the best Mexican food, everything else. Yeah. I love Tucson, so I think that's part of it. It's just Tucson's fantastic. I like Tucson's coffee shops. We have, like, a lot of local coffee shops their coffee's better than Starbucks and better than any other chain, like any brewer. We have a locally brewed beer, everything else like that. I do think Phoenix has some, Maynard's Market. I love it. One of my friends works there, and it's great. And, what was it? Yeah, the pipeline may not be how you take care of the environment, but also, yeah, McCain does suck. I would love to have a libertarian as our senator. That would be fantastic. Somebody like Rand Paul, like, would be amazing. I would be so happy. I've been debating between running for Senate or Congress, depending on what I want to do in life. I haven't decided yet. But I have the Lincoln Day dinner this Saturday. I'll be meeting some important people, and I'm very excited. I'm nervous because there's going to be a lot, like I said, of important people. Maynard's Market. And I'm really nervous. And it'll be just really cool to, like, we're going to have Kerry Bentavilla, and he's from Michigan. Voted like the most transparent, well, second most transparent, and everything else like that. Yeah, Kelly Ward was cool. I liked him. I liked Dr. Kelly Ward. I really wanted her to win, but I don't know why she dropped out. She probably got paid off by McCain or something. I don't know. McCain is awful. And I agree with that, William. If we could wean off our oil dependency, I'd be fine with it. That's why I was totally okay with GMOs. And corn, because, like, corn was the potential alternative, and GMOs making them grow faster would have been fantastic. So, yeah. I think that's about it. I mean, Flynn, I didn't really have much to say on that, because I don't really know. I did see a post on Occupy Democrats. Don't judge. I was just reading it. Where it said that Sarah was the one that got fired, the first one. She warned him about Flynn, and that's why she was fired. Yeah. John McCain, though. I agree that hemp would be fantastic. I think marijuana should be decriminalized and legalized, and yeah. Dr. Evil, yes. So you think he could be a president? I would love to be on that show. I think I'd be perfect at it. Kicking off. Yay! April's Autism Awareness Month. Congratulations, Rich. That sounds awesome. Monsanto can be corrupt, but Monsanto wasn't the original people. I think it's the government regulations. I'm an asshole that way. I didn't say that. But I don't, like, agree with the government funding FDA and things like that. Monsanto would be fine. I did the GMO stuff, so it's not that big of a deal as much as people like to make it think it is. Military combat. I'm deaf. I'm legally deaf. They don't like me in there. But I also thought about joining the military, and they said I'd have to wait 5 years for a dog. And I've been training dogs for like past 15 years. I don't want to wait 5 years for a dog. Sorry. That's just me. And regulations shouldn't be controlled by the government. The government doesn't care about us. We're their property, but they want us to be sick, so we continue to go to the hospital. That's my take on it. I think that doctors, psychologists, psychiatrics all just want to convince you to be sick and that you're still sick to continue your participation in their studies and their care and everything else, make more money. No, I don't trust doctors. Good. Yeah, they're pretty freaking good. I can't wait to see them live. Whenever I'm in Phoenix, it's going to happen. William, we should go to... You're in Phoenix. We've talked about meeting up. Josh, you're in a local band too. I don't remember the name, though. I'm bad at names, so... Monsanto shouldn't control their own regulations, but they also donate a lot to the government, which controls their regulations. Monsanto would be fine, I think. I think after all the research I've done for it, it hasn't really been that crazy. Good night. Exactly. They can't make money off of you if you're dead, but they can keep you sick to keep you on their stuff, or at least convince you that you're still sick. Or antibiotics that, like, let's just ruin your immune system so you're always having to come here. Well, it was a little unprecedented tonight. Wolves of Winter. Yes, I knew it had to do with wolves, and I know that, yeah. But I will bug you guys next week. Probably make a post or something, but thank you for joining in. I hope that I will see you guys next week. I'm tired, so I'm going to get off. Thank you again, and have a great night.